first in our class. If it wasn't for that man, I wouldn't be walking in graduation next week. Because in my prayer closet, I sat there and said, I'm going to give up. This isn't worth it to me, and I'm angry, and I'm hurt, and I'm bitter, and that necessarily wasn't what I should have been saying, and that wasn't a good confession. But thank God that somebody had the fruit I needed when I needed it. And that's why we have fruit. That's why we produce fruit. Because somebody somewhere that you come in contact with is going to need that fruit. And when you lack that fruit, you cause that person to stumble. Because now what if you were their only hope? And you were the only thing that was going to keep them going to church and being saved? Well, thank God that people in my life have fruit. I could go on and on. Junior and Valenta. There were times when I thought, I don't believe anyone when they say I'm a man or a woman of God. And I'm not proud to say that. I'm not proud to stand up here and admit that I'm not perfect and that I have these crazy, insane, asylum thoughts in my head. But when I came to a place in my life where I thought, if I hear another person proclaim what a man and a woman of God they are, I'm going to vomit men and women of God out of my mouth. And in that time in my life, Junior and Valenta came in, and thank God that they had that fruit on their tree that I needed. And it's not a bragging thing. It's not these are my friends and they're deacons in the church. Are you jealous? It's not like that. It's a thank God that they had fruit when I needed them to have fruit. That they had it just sitting there in case I needed a little extra inventory. And I needed to make a little more juice with their fruit. Thank God they had it. So, then sitting there, the Lord told me, now, here we go again with the stepping on feet. Christians have got it in their head about being Christmas trees instead of fruit trees. You can dress the Christmas tree up nice and make it look good, but Christmas trees don't have no fruit. They don't have any fruit, and they never will produce fruit. And Christians these days have got it in their head, I look good, and I say everything the right way, and I'm smooth. But then, what are you doing for anyone else? What if I would have come into contact with you when I needed John's fruits, and you didn't have those fruits for me? Look, where would I be right now? Where would I be without the fruit of people that come into my life? Now, I've had some people come into my life that had some crazy fruit, and not fruit I needed either. But the bottom line is, what story does your fruit tell about you? And when you go home and you're driving in your car, listening to Lil Wayne, and you're, getting crazy in your car, and it hits you like a ton of bricks, let me know when you come back. What story does your fruit tell about you? And that's a hard pill to swallow when you think about it. All of us. We all have some sort of fruit that we're not proud of. But we all have the ability to have the right fruit. And we all have the ability to be that fruit lifeline that somebody else needs. So as you go home, I encourage you to examine yourself. What story does my fruit tell about me? Does it make me out to be a false prophet like the Bible says? Does it make me out to be a hypocrite? Does it make me out to be this? Because once you realize that your fruit is bad, now you realize that your roots are bad, your tree is bad, and you can fix the problem. But if you keep walking around saying, no, my fruits are good, and glory to God, I am holy, and I am godly, and you keep walking around with that demeanor and that admitting everything is not as it is, well, then you can't fix the problem. The problem is in your roots. And your fruit is evidence. Thank you. Thank you for that fruit. Your fruit is evidence of where your roots are. And that was my point tonight. Relating it back to Jesus. I don't know why I'm grabbing my books. Jesus cursing the fig tree. Why did he curse it? Because it had bad fruits, which meant that the whole tree was bad. And the Bible talks about when you got bad fruits, that all you're good for is to be cut down and thrown into the fire. Well, what's the fire? Hell. So get your roots right and get your tree right and then get your fruits right so that you're not damned to hell. Because I sure as heck, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say heck at the pulpit, but I just did it. I surely do not want to go to hell. And I don't want my fruits, in life, in general, I don't want my fruits to show that I'm a hypocrite. And I don't want my fruits to show that my roots are in pornography or in clubs or in